Hi, my name is Samantha and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we are going to be going over how you can work out with knee pain. So if you're like me and have multiple knee injuries, you know how hard it is to get in a good leg day or even just a regular workout, cardio, whatever it may be. Knee injuries can be really hard to work around, especially if you don't know what you're doing or if you don't know how to strengthen or work around them. So today I'm going to help you with some tips and a little guide on how you can get the best out of your workouts with knee pain. So tip number one is that we're going to put more pressure on our heels than on our toes. So if you're doing exercise like a lunge, when you go down into that lunge, you want to make sure that your knee does not cross over the toes, keeping all that weight and pressure right into the heel, driving the heel chest up tall, and then always making sure you're squeezing that core. So if you're doing that lunge, stop right there at 90 degree and then bring it back. If you were doing something like a squat, same thing. You want to make sure your feet are nice and wide. You can even have your feet a little bit wider here. And then when you sit back, you want to think about as if there were a chair behind you and you're sitting right onto the chair. So you should be able to wiggle your toes around as you sit back into that squat, pressing all the way through the heels and into the glutes. So if you were doing an exercise like a deadlift, same thing, you want to press back into the heels. Hips are up, chest is up. I can still wiggle my feet around and then press it up. So toes should be free, pressing everything back into those heels and then pressing all the way up to the top. Tip number two, you want to make sure that your flexibility and your mobility is on point. So you're always doing stretching and cooling down after every single workout. So the first stretch that you can do to release tension in your knee is a hamstring stretch. So you're going to put one foot forward, bend at the hips, and then you should start to feel that stretch right there. You can reach your arm forward, tuck the chin under, and then switch sides. Another one that you can do is make sure that your hips have a lot of mobility in them. So when you're stretching them, make sure everything is tucked under, squeezing into this lunge. You're going to want to press forward, but not too much. You just want to tuck it under, really feel it in the hip flexor, press chest up tall. You can also do a figure four stretch. This one's one of my favorites. You cross it over, sit down, and then bring your chest up nice and tall. So you want to extend and lengthen that lower back. Tip number three is to work on your core. So you can do exercises like a plank with your hips down, you're looking forward, tuck that tummy in, and shoulders right above the elbows. Another one you can do is a Superman. So you're lying on your stomach, and then you're going to lift your upper body and lower body at the same time. The last core exercise that you can work on is called a bird dog. So you're going to be on your hands and knees, and you're going to bring your opposite arm and opposite leg up and extend it at the same time. You want your eyesight to be looking down, and really squeeze it at the top. Tip number four is to do less squats and more hip hinge movements. So instead of doing a squat, you'll do a RDL. Instead of doing lunges, you might do a single leg glute bridge. Tip number 5 is to work on single leg movements to really strengthen each leg equally. So you can do movements like a single leg RDL, a single leg glute bridge, or you can do a bridge kick out. And tip number 6 is to stop doing what hurts. So this is going to vary from person to person, but if you have a lot of knee pain and squats really hurt, then just stop doing them. There's other things that you could do. The exercises that I included here today are great, but there are so many more that you can add into your workout. So when I'm trying to avoid injuring my knee any more than it already is, or if it's just causing me a little bit of pain that day, I like to stick to lighter weights. I often reach for resistance bands, cycling. Swimming is also a really great option because it is super low impact and is really great for your body, especially for people that are over the age of 40. And then also I will do a lot of bodyweight workouts. That's also another reason why I created my Building Muscle in 4 weeks bodyweight workouts. If you haven't checked that one out, I definitely recommend it. It's 3 workouts a week, 20 minutes bodyweight exercises, and they're really great. Lots of modifications, especially those who have back pain, knee pain, ankle pain, whatever. Try it out. I'll leave a link in the description. But also to finish up, just get creative. Taking care of it is going to be super important. So icing it, foam rolling, stretching, all the things. Definitely rest when needed and modify when needed. And that's about all I have for this video. If you'd like to see more videos like this, I definitely can. Just leave a comment below and I will get working on it. I will see you in the next video.